Greetings from São Paulo, Brazil. I'm thrilled to connect to you to promote the next AWF Quadrennial Convocation. The Alliance World Fellowship was formed in a historic meeting held in Nyack, New York in 1975. Since then, the AWF Quadrennial Convocation was conducted in many places: Hong Kong, Lima, Abidjan, Seoul, Amsterdam, Santiago, Toronto, Bangkok. And each time we meet, we have the opportunity to meet people face to face who've only read about before. In the ninth AWF Quadrennial Convocation in Chile, the Santiago Declaration stated that we would focus our missionary efforts in the sixth region, which represents the countries in North Africa, Middle East, Central Asia, and Southeast Asia, which have the majority of the unreached people groups in the world. And the problem of those unreached people groups is that many of them are also unengaged, meaning that no missionary effort has been made carrying out to reach them to Christ. So the Alliance movement grew from 500,000 when the Alliance World Fellowship were formed to more than 6 million today. So we have a much more formidable force to expand the missionary work and reach those who do not have a missionary presence yet. This next AWF Quadrennial Convocation will be held in Guayaquil, Ecuador. It will be from 20 to 25th October 2020. It's very easy to remember. It's 2010-2020. Ecuador is a very tourist-friendly country. Most of the countries do not need a visa to enter Ecuador. There are many beautiful places to visit to take advantage of the trip, including the globally famous Galapagos Island. Pastor David Mutri will talk about it in another upcoming video. The theme of the 12th AWF Quadrennial Convocation is going deeper and going beyond. Going deeper means going deeper in Jesus, focusing on Him and Him alone. This is what the fourfold gospel is all about. Jesus Christ Himself. It's about how we can live a life centered in Jesus Christ, about how we can be transformed day by day through the fullness of the Holy Spirit, how we can fulfill our destiny as disciple of Jesus Christ, and also as a global family united by the common root of the Christian and Missionary Alliance movement. Going beyond means going beyond geographical, cultural, and ethnic borders to proclaim Christ to all people. The growth of radicalism and extremism has created new barriers that must be overcome to make Jesus Christ known personally. We need to use all opportunities and modern means to creatively proclaim the message of Jesus Christ and let people hear His voice. The theme will be covered during 3 morning sessions and 3 evening sessions of the AWF Quadrennial Convocation. The theme or the speaker for the first topic, Deeper Life in the PostModern Times, is Walter Pérez Doglio. Walter has an interesting background, someone deeply involved in pastoral ministry and theological education, and also with a unique view of the world around him. He's pastor of a growing church in Buenos Aires and teaches theology at the Buenos Aires Bible Institute and Latin America Alliance Graduate School of Theology, FATELA, and at the same time, he's a professional lawyer. And he's a student of and a practitioner of deeper life, and will bring a unique perspective about how the deeper life should be taught relevantly to this postmodern world. The topic Deeper Life and Missional Mind will be developed by Noel Nissen. Noel has been the pastor of Christian Missionary Alliance, a church of Ivory Coast, for more than 2 decades, and he's the church president since last year. Noel also teaches at the University of the Christian Alliance of Abidjan and is a specialist in prevention, management, and conflict resolution. He participated in several peace and reconciliation missions in the Ivorian territory. So this will bring a very interesting perspective on how the deeper life can be connected to a missional mindset, something that A.B. Simpson emphasized in his life. Well, the speaker for the topic Deeper Life and Missionary Heart is Charbel Malak. Charbel is the academic dean of the Christian Alliance Institute of Theology, CATE, in Lebanon, and also a pastor of a church near Beirut. Kate has been instrumental to train many pastors and leaders in the Arab-speaking world, and Charbel is passionate about the Alliance and will certainly bring his missionary vision and passion when talking about deeper life and missions. On the other hand, the speaker for the topic Going Beyond Marketplace Missions Professionals at His Service is Ryan Graham. Ryan is Vice President of Nurture for the CMA in Canada, and he has served in Vision Canada for many years and has an entrepreneurial vision himself. He has a great interest in engaging young professionals in global missions, and he gets very excited when he speaks about this. I believe he will bring a fresh perspective on missions with his speech. Well, the other speaker for the topic Going Beyond People on the Move and Diaspora Mission is Stanley John. Stanley has a PhD on the topic of diaspora missiology and is a member of the Lausanne Global Diaspora Network. And he has an Indian heritage, was raised in Kuwait, teaches intercultural study at the Alliance Theological Seminary, and is a preaching pastor of a multi-ethnic church in New York. So he is the perfect speaker for this topic. On top of that, what I like most is that he is very young, and which can bring a fresh take on the subject. Well, the topic Going Beyond Alliance Missiology in the 21st century, or for the 21st century, will be carried by Peter Laughlin. Peter is the next Dean of the Australian College of Ministries and also the Chair of the Alliance World Fellowship, International Commission of Theological Education. He's passionate about Alliance and a scholar with a deep theological thinking, so we can expect a proposal of an alliance missiology that is both biblically robust and relevant for the present time. Well, the Quadrennial Convocation is not only about missions, it is about connecting as a global family also. The last Quadrennial Convocation was held in Bangkok in 2016. Maybe you remember at the time we were all praying for our brothers and sisters in Syria who were faithfully serving the Lord amid bombing, the destruction and death caused by the war. A small delegation from Syria, led by Pastor Edward Awadde, attended the Quadrennial Convocation. And it was very moving and really touching to see so many people coming around them and say they were praying for them and happy to meet them personally. In a plenary session, Pastor Edward shared about the situation in Syria, and all the attendees stood up to pray for them. After 4 years, the situation is not much better. Our brothers and sisters in Syria and now in Iraq face a very challenging situation that requires our prayers, our honest prayers for them. The Quadrennial Convocation is a place for us to meet, share, pray, and ultimately worship our Lord together. The next AWF Quadrennial Convocation will also emphasize the building and the strengthening of ministry networks across the Worldwide Alliance. An example of these networks is the AWF Global Network of Mission Leaders that was established in 2017 to share resources and strategies, develop partnerships, and build a roadmap to reach common goals for the Alliance missions. This network is really conducting vision trips, mission consultations, missionary training schools in different parts of the world. Besides that, we are working to form other similar networks to bring synergy and strength to the different ministry that support our vision as Alliance. One of them is the network for the leaders and practitioners of compassion and justice ministries. We have been conducting monthly meetings to discuss how we will take advantage of the Quadrennial to strengthen and encourage the people working in this very important ministry. Diaspora missions and marketplace ministries are also very important topics for mission nowadays, and we have 2 plenary lectures on these topics, as I mentioned before. Through the network, we hope we can discuss creative ways to expand our missionary effort, especially focusing on enriched and engaged people groups. AWF Network of Alliance Theological Institutions, NATI, was created to advance Alliance theological education and promote cooperation among Alliance Bible College and seminaries. There are already some joint pastoral training projects between Alliance Theological institutions worldwide, such as the initiatives involving the United States, Vietnam, Peru and Central America, Brazil and Angola. And all Alliance Theological Education institutions are encouraged to be part of this network. One more interesting initiative of the Quadrennial is the AWF Theology Award. The award will be selected based on original research paper devoted to the history, theology, or the missionary and ecclesial practice of the Christian and missionary allies. Returning back to the networks, there will be networking opportunities for Alliance Women. We have regional Alliance Women conferences in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, and it would be very wonderful for them to connect at the global level and share experience, encouraging each other. Another important network opportunity will be for the young emerging leaders. We would like to provide opportunities for them to come together for mutual encouragement and to also contribute to our understanding of the world. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your time listening to this video. I am very excited about this coming Quadrennial Convocation. If you are passionate about Jesus and eager to use your talents, skills, and spiritual gifts to make Christ known in a very creative way to all nations of the world, then this convocation is for you. I hope to meet you in Guayaquil. God bless you.